You're watching CBS7 News at 9 on the CW and live on the CBS7 YouTube channel with Alexandra, Macia, and Tom Teeper-Teller.
Sometimes we don't always have the words for how we're experiencing life, and so working with the body and working with music and art can give us different avenues to express what we've kept so closely inside.
A local counseling center is now offering various sessions to help share your emotions through expressive therapy. Coming up on CBS7 News at 9, we explore these new services in your health headlines. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for CBS7 News on the CW, and thanks for joining us live on the CBS7 YouTube. I'm Alexandra, Macia, and we start tonight with news from across West Texas.
This past year, we've had at least 30 to 40 fires because of the oil industry and all that stuff, but pretty much all of it's been oil industry related fires, some grass fires, and we just kind of a couple of structure fires up here in this area.
Fires across West Texas are constantly happening, and firefighters' response time is crucial, which is why Pecos County stationed Fort Stockton volunteer firefighters in Cayenosa, where there hasn't been a fire station for a while. This is the only fire station left in Cayenosa, and it's been shut down for about 10 years now. But that's all going to change now that the Pecos County Commissioner's Court voted to have at least 10 volunteer firefighters work for this specific area to respond quicker and save more lives. Because there's no fire station in the area, any fires reported in Cayenosa are put out by the Fort Stockton Volunteer Fire Department. The only problem with that is the drive from Fort Stockton to Cayenosa could take up to 30 minutes to get there. Since response timing is crucial with fires, Pecos County decided to make a change.
There's so many volunteer Fort Stockton firefighters that work out here in the area. So if we can knock 20 minutes off of drive time, it could save people's lives, save people's property.
This station is expected to go through upgrades in the near future, with the front extended to add a second fire truck inside. This unincorporated area has a population of a little over 200 people. Some of the people that grew up in Cayenosa now work for the Fort Stockton Volunteer Fire Department and are happy with this new agreement. The scorching hot month of July 2023, which may have set all-time highs, is finally over. But climate experts say this is closer to the new normal thanks to climate change. The World Meteorological Organization and Europe's Climate Change Service says July will likely go down as the hottest month on record. The average global surface air temperature reached 62.5 degrees Fahrenheit in the first 3 weeks of the month. That broke the previous record set in 2019. And the high temperatures aren't going anywhere just because July is over. Heat waves are still hitting parts of Europe, North America, North Africa, and Asia.
At the moment, we've had an extra boost from the fact that El Nino has just started, and that's why we're really seeing us tip into these quite remarkable heat waves. However, and that's not expected every year, but we are expecting that generally this will continue to trend upwards.
Phoenix saw high temperatures above 110 degrees every day except the final day of July, and even then it still reached 108. Arizona's state climatologist says it was the hottest month ever recorded in a U.S. city. In Maricopa Country, which includes Phoenix, there have been more than 24 heat-associated deaths reported this year. Here in West Texas, we've seen similar temperatures in the triple digits. Chief Meteorologist Tom Teeper-Teller is here with more on this sweltering heat. Tom.
I think you can hear me now. Again, August full moon, the first one of the month. Another one's on the way. Half an inch of rain falling in Pecos, 6/100ths in Alpine, 6/100ths in the Hobbs area this evening. As we looked at high temperatures today, they were up there, up to 103 in Pecos. A little cooler down in the mountain areas thanks to the showers and thunder showers hitting before peak heating. But look at that, up to 102 across the Midland-Odessa area. Showers and thunder showers winding down for tonight, except here across portions of southeast New Mexico right now. As I take a look outside, we are seeing plenty of leftover high clouds from those earlier showers and thunder showers. Temperatures trying to cool off, but they're very nice down here in the mountain areas and even down towards Terlingua. 79 degrees right now, 72 at Park headquarters at Panther Junction at Big Bend. Not too much breeze out there, a little gusty around some of this thunder shower activity, up to 25 miles an hour in Seminole. And more of this heat is on the way, and I'm afraid a lot less in the way of shower and thunder shower activity.
Thanks, Tom. A traffic update for you. Midland police are investigating an accident involving a pedestrian overnight. Officials say that it happened near Front Street and Wall near downtown. No word on if any injuries were reported. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates as we get them. And there will be lane closures at the intersection of West 8th Street and Washington Avenue in Odessa starting tomorrow and lasting until Friday. This closure will be for an emergency sewer line repair. According to the City of Odessa, this project will be completed in 2 phases to allow two-way traffic flow. Gardo Madrid and Associates is contracted with the city to complete this emergency repair.
We are now proud to say that we are able to offer that to all of our students, regardless of whether or not that family has applied for the free and reduced meal.
2 schools in West Texas are now fighting food insecurity by providing 2 free meals a day. Idea schools and Big Spring ISD have opted in for district-wide participation in the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Community Eligibility Provision Program. This allows schools and districts in low-income areas to provide free meals without families having to apply. The program was established under the Richard B. Russell National School Lunch Act, signed into law by President Harry Truman in 1946. In its first year, 7.1 million children participated in the NSLP nationwide. Over the years, the program has helped multiple generations of kids get a meal in their stomach. The free meals are made possible by federal funding.
What it does is it takes away any of the administrative load that it takes to document families and to put them in one category or another. We just go ahead and, since a majority of our students are from low-income families, just provide it to all families.
If you need assistance with food programs for your kids, you can ask your district how to sign up for reduced meals at school. In your health headlines, a Midland Counseling Center is expanding its unique services in the Permian Basin. The center now offers music therapy as an exclusive service, which is one more way clients can express their emotions beyond words. Healing to Wholeness uses expressive therapies like music therapy and somatic experiences to help clients of all ages manage their stress, mental health, and chronic physical health issues. Dallas-based Cynthia Moore says musical therapy goes beyond singing and playing instruments. It could be movement with music, lyric writing, or analysis, or spoken word.
My goal really is just for people to see how they can utilize music in whatever form that is, whether it's listening or playing, or to actually develop like some emotional self-regulation skills.
The center also exclusively offers somatic therapy, which addresses an accumulation of trauma in the body, such as stress, shock, and overwhelm. There was a special celebration at the Ector County Library today. The library held a party to commemorate the 85th anniversary of the institution. The celebration included cake, singing, and a book sale. Library staff reflected on how meaningful it is to make it to this milestone when there were times it seemed like the library could have been shut down in the past.
It's taken, in some of those cases, the community support to keep it going and keep it strong. And by doing that, we have risen above the challenge and surpassed even our own expectations.
The library's official start date was August 1st, 1938. At the time, it was combined with the courthouse and jailhouse. Now for a look at today's top headlines shown here in real time with real viewers on CBS7.com. See all of these stories and more by downloading our app or visiting our website at CBS7.com. And still ahead, a grand jury has indicted former President Trump. Why his actions following the 2020 election and January 6th made him a target of the federal investigation next. He has indicted former President Donald Trump for his actions after losing the 2020 presidential election, including the events surrounding January 6th. He was charged with 4 felony counts: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction or attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights.
My office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens.
Smith contends that Trump knowingly spread lies about the election in order to destabilize the country and spread mistrust about the outcome of the election. The indictment also states that Trump and 6 co-conspirators attempted to get Vice President Mike Pence to reject the electoral results as they were counted on January 6th, leading to the storming of the Capitol. Trump's campaign issued a statement calling the indictment election interference.
Well, we're still dealing with plenty of heat in our forecast across West Texas, and it's not going anywhere. We'll talk about that. Early peek at the weekend is up next.
Now, from the CBS7 First Alert Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, we are going to be looking at plenty of triple-digit heat in our forecast here over the next few days. We asked you on Facebook, how would you describe the heat? Well, Saul Lujan comes in with this one tonight. The sun is continuing to show us undying love, and that is going to be the case here over the next few days. A lot of love in our forecast, a lot of heat, we mean. As we take a look at current temperatures out there, coolest where we're seeing some rain. Again, Pecos saw nearly half an inch of rain. A little cooler down in the mountain areas this evening, but still hanging on to the 90s after seeing those triple digits right across the Permian Basin. But you can see a few showers hanging around Big Bend National Park. Some lighter shower activity trickling up across portions of Lee County in New Mexico, but everything is really starting to wind down now that the sun is setting and the moon is rising out there. As we take a look at your weather makers, again, a big area, high pressure centered up right across the plains into northern Texas, and that is, again, causing a lot of heat out there as we're seeing, again, most of the showers, thunder showers west of the Pecos River in the southeast of Mexico, and that's where it's going to stay. And it looks like as high pressure builds back to the west, a lot of this is going away in our forecast coming up for tomorrow after seeing searing heat today. 98 still in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 96 in San Antonio. Now, as we take a look at that West Texas Futurecast, again, we're just about done by midnight with everything in the way of rain showers and thunder showers. And again, high pressure setting up a little bit further west, so a lot less in the way of the isolated showers and thunder showers and coverage coming up for tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours. So for tonight, we'll try to cool off a little bit, down into the mid-70s it looks like. For tomorrow, back into triple-digit territory as that heat's really going to build in across the area. Best bet for an isolated shower, thunder shower will be in those mountain areas. But overall, we just can't shake those triple digits, 100 plus all the way through the weekend and into next week.
Still ahead, we continue our pigskin preview. So look at Greenwood and Grand Falls Royalty after the break.
Now it's time for Pigskin Preview.
It's day 2 of our pigskin preview tour across West Texas. Jair, are you tired yet?
Jacob, I could sleep 8 hours and I could still be tired, but hey, look, the excitement, that is what keeps me up as we travel throughout West Texas and we check out these different teams.
It is very exciting. We'll start today out in Midland County. The Greenwood Rangers have a new coaching staff this year, and they're hoping it'll take the program to new heights.
There we go. Good. There you go. Nice. Good. Let's go. We gotta talk.
Bring the juice every day. If you're juiceless, you're useless.
If you're juiceless, you're useless. You got to bring it every single time we come out here on the field.
Oh, there's plenty of juice in Greenwood. New head coach Brian Hill comes in from Abilene Wiley.
There's only a few places that I would have left to come, and Greenwood being one of them. You know, you look at the schools in West Texas, and Greenwood's got a ton of tradition. It's a very proud program, and they love their football out here. And it's it's one of those places where the pressure to win is a privilege.
Hill coached under Charlie Strong at Texas and USF, and many of his assistants have college coaching experience as well.
They're all real good dudes. They started in the spring, and we just kind of fell in love, really. They've all real good coaches, know what they're talking about, and people that you can respect.
We got Markel Martin. He played at OSU and for the Titans and for our defensive coordinator, and I feel like we're going to do a good job with him.
It's the Greenwood defense, always got to be tough. Landon Butts, Luke Fales, Brandon Salazar, got some sophomores, Kason Brooks as a safety, Demarion Mayfield, he's a good one.
Greenwood's offense will play with a faster pace, and it begins with 4 returning starters on the offensive line.
Every team in the country, it doesn't matter if you're Greenwood or the Dallas Cowboys, you're looking for depth on the offensive line.
It feels good. I've played with them since 7th grade, so I know them pretty well, and I feel like we're going to rock it this year.
This year it's way quicker. Coach Gill is big on get set, let's play. And I think it's a little bit more tiring, but I think as time goes on, we've gotten a bunch of work, and I think we'll be way better at it.
Booker and Dylan Dominguez are expected to carry the load at running back. Several young players are competing for the quarterback spot this summer. Keep an eye on sophomore Lincoln Madrid.
Good ball, Link. We want to win the next game, whatever that may be. We want to win the district championship, and then ultimately you want to make the playoffs and win the last game, And so I think success looks like improvement every single week, and winning the next game, whoever's on the schedule for that Friday night.
Well, I, for one, am interested in seeing how Greenwood does this year. Now, meanwhile, in Grand Falls, they are looking to improve under second-year head coach Tom McVeigh. If the Grand Falls Royalty Cowboys would like to return to football royalty, it starts with consistency.
We're going to have to take practice like 10 times harder. We're going to have to hit the books harder, come together closer as a team, and get faster and stronger throughout the year.
That's the multi-tool Jaden Martinez, the quarterback who plays a major role on defense as well.
He's provided a lot of chemistry, because he's a veteran, because he's a senior. And he knows how to throw the ball. He knows how to connect with his wide receivers. He knows his wide receivers.
He's our spread back, our kind of middle linebacker, our go-to guy on offense and defense. He's gotten stronger as well. He's pretty football smart and does a great job with anything I ask him to do. He's usually the first guy doing whatever we need done. And he motivates the kids to do well.
And Jaden will be provided with a handful of fresh tools to use within the Cowboy offense.
Aiden Dominguez, Alex Graham, some of the kids that came in. Our freshman class that are going to be sophomores have stepped up. Tristan and Ian are going to be big players this year with Ethan as well. I'm expecting good things from the upperclassmen as well.
And with the graduation of several seniors, the Cowboys have a new-look defense.
For our end, we have Diego Galindo. We also have some upcoming freshmen like Alex Graham, Aiden Dominguez.
We're going to be better. The kids have gained significant gains in the weight room, and I'm looking for that to pay off this year.
We'll have more pigskin previews every weeknight leading up to week 1 of the season. Tomorrow, we'll feature the Garden City Bearcats and the Fort Stockton Panthers. Stick around, we've got more after this quick break.
Still ahead, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a horse being lifted to safety. The details of the rescue mission next on CBS7 News at 9. A horse named Soap was airlifted to safety by firefighters in California. The horse was rescued after it slipped on a trail, according to a local CBS reporter. Footage released by the Orange County Fire Authority shows the 25-year-old horse being rescued from the trail by a helicopter. The animal was airlifted to a nonprofit riding center to be examined by veterinarians, where the fire service said he was able to walk on his own. I don't know if you know this about me, Tom, but I love horses.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm so happy to see that this horse was rescued to safety.
Well, you know, they're dealing with a heat wave out there, and they're also dealing with a large fire. The York fire, I think, is where this was located across South Central California. And this kind of shows you a sign of the times right now with all this heat and drought across the country. Fires not out of the question. The fire danger for West Texas, well, it's on the fringes, but it's still out there, though, so be careful with any outdoor burning. Obey those burn bans and hold off on it here over the next few days, anytime that wind gets going, because we're going to be looking at those hot and dry conditions in our forecast. The next 10 days, 100 plus it looks like, with not too much in the way of a chance of rain anytime soon right across the Permian Basin. So, again, the heat wave continues. It seems like we had one in June, one in July. Now we got one starting up here in August.
It almost seems like it's never ending, the heat wave.
And I tell you, it's relentless right now, but hopefully, we'll see a slightly milder fall.
Well, don't forget to stay hydrated and stay indoors when you can. And thanks for watching CBS 7 First Alert News. And on the CW, we have more news coming up tonight on CBS 7 News at 10.